Okay, so today we'll finish this little mini chord series we've been doing. And next time we'll get back to some quick riffs and things like that. We've looked at diatonic chords, 4-part chords, 9 chords, 11 chords. So we're going to close out this little mini series with 13 chords. So if we were in the key of C and we wanted to go up the A string for all our root notes and keep these all diatonic, the first chord we'd have is C major 13. When we move up to note 2 or chord 2, we would have D minor 13. Now when we get to the third chord, E over here, we would have E minor flat 13. For chord number 4, we'd be back to major 13 again, in this case F major 13. Same shape we started with. For number 5, 5 is always our dominant chord, so G13. Move this finger out of the way so you can see. For chord 6, we're back to A minor flat 13. And for the 7th chord, we're doing basically the same thing again. B minor with the flat 13. And then we're back to chord 1 again, major 13. So those are all A string root possibilities for 13 chords. If we were looking at E string roots, let's say in the key of G, our first chord would be G major 13. Our second chord would be A minor 13. Now, fingering possibilities are a little different depending on how you like to do it. Some people might bar like this. Some might cram these into the fret and then do this. And then there's also this option as well, which is what feels most comfortable for me. When you do these, most important thing is to look at the diagrams and see which strings are not supposed to be played. Just as important as which strings are being played. Like in this case, that A string is not being used. So now we move up to B minor 7 flat 13, which I would once again do that, this shape to make it happen. But you could always do something more like this, if it's more comfortable. And then we have our 4 chord, which would be C major 13. Chord 5 is our dominant chord, so just D13. And then we get to our 6th chord, which is back to another minor with a flat 13. And then we have our final chord, F sharp minor with the flat 13. And then we'd be back to 1 again. So in general, take it step by step. If you've looked at 9 chords and 11s and 13s and all the stuff we've been looking at in the last couple of videos, the best thing you could do is take super straightforward, simple chord progressions with regular chords and just try to replace one of those chords with one of these other substitutions. Or eventually maybe replace all of them with substitutions. The point is it just gives you extra colors and flavors in your chord progressions. For example, if we were in the key of C and we were playing a 2-5-1, that would be D minor, G, C. If you were using 4-part chords, that'd be D minor 7, G dominant 7, and C major 7. So a cool example of replacing one of these chords, let's replace the 5 chord, which is a dominant chord. So let's make it a G13. So we'd have D minor or D minor 7, followed by G13, and then C major 7. Maybe we replace this C major 7 as well with a C major 13. So now we'd have D minor, or D minor 7, G13, and C major 13. So now we've got a little bit of a different flavor than we would have had if we just used the regular chords. So try all your 9s, your 11s, your 13s, even if you just take 1 or 2 of them at a time and work with them over a long period of time if they're, you know, a little hard and new for your fingers, and try to substitute them and just use them and have some fun with them.